This week on Outdoor Bound TV, we travel to the Bighorn Mountains with a western Wisconsin man who has drawn an archery elk tag for the early season rut hunt in Wyoming. He and his friend have dedicated the next 14 days to this do-it-yourself public land hunt with the goal of harvesting a trophy Wyoming bull.
Will you look at that? That's what they talk about right here. He's right there. I'm not even tired yet.
That is sweet.
Outdoor Bound TV is brought to you by Real Deal Mineral. Deer, eat it, gone. Colby Chrysler Center. Welcome home to Colby Chrysler. Pro Designs. Sign and printing solutions. Canada Outdoor Adventures. The adventure of a lifetime.
In the mountains, September is the time of year when the mornings break with a hint of frost in the air, and the aspen trees turn to a bright shade of yellow. It is also the season when the valleys fill with the sounds of rutting elk making their lonely cry. Hi everyone, welcome to Outdoor Bound TV. I'm your host, Kurt Walbeck. Every fall, thousands of hunters from all over the country descend upon the mountains of the western United States in search of big game. For two western Wisconsin friends, it will be the opportunity to pursue trophy elk high in the mountains of northern Wyoming.
Hey, I'm Tad Hohlfelder, engineer at TTM in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. I've been an engineer at TTM for about 7 years now, currently in the Harbord Image and Hohlfelder areas. I also run Custom Services LLC, which is a gun business. I do work ranging from stocks to triggers, gun cleaning. Also specialize in building custom ARs, just about anything you need. I guess I don't know anyone that hasn't dreamed about going out west, be it an antelope hunt, mule deer, elk, whatever it may be for you. For me, I've always wanted to go on an elk hunt. And I guess the dream became reality when a good friend of mine had a partner they hunted with and it didn't work out for him to go. So I stepped in just to be a companion, to have somebody there to hunt with and somebody to pack out meat for him was the way it ended up. But it was great for me. I probably fueled the fire more than anything to be out there. The country is just amazing. People out there are great. And so that led into just how do I go about getting myself a tag, the whole process. So at that point I just started applying for tags in the different areas. In the second year of applying in Wyoming, got a preference point for elk and was able to draw a mule deer tag and harvested a decent buck mule deer. That was very exciting, just the chance to be out there and hunt. The third year applying in Wyoming, I got a preference point again and wasn't able to go on the trip. But fourth year applying for the elk in Wyoming, I did draw a bull tag and I was very excited. Put it in the gun safe right away so I wouldn't lose it. And I still remember to this day getting the mail and having it in my hands and had to read it all over and see where you sign and whatnot. But it's very exciting. And then your whole preparation starts for your trip, laying out all the items that you need or you want, and the preparation begins right then and there. So once you get your tag and you start your planning process, all these things go through your mind, and it really does help to have somebody that you're going with. Like I do, I have an experienced person, I call him my guide, but you're looking, the area that my tag was for was in the Bighorn Mountains, just around the Sheridan area. We've got a 2-week window, which initially you think that's more than plenty of time. So we get set up, we pick the date we're leaving on. Campers all lined up, everything's packed, of course, well ahead of time. And being that we don't want to waste any time, we decide we're leaving Friday afternoon, so we jump in the truck and take off, and we drive straight through. One guy sleeps, the other guy drives, so we can get there in the least amount of time and get the quality hunting that we want to get. So it's non-stop, other than stopping for a wayside, fill up gas, stop at a fast food, and off you go. And that's how you hunt. That's high-speed hunting right there. Well, we're in Sheridan, getting ready to head up the mountain. We got our first deer on the way here, driving through the night. Little tidbits of it under the trailer there, but here we go. Hopefully better luck up on the mountain. And it's a little over an hour drive up there to our base camp. We've got some friends we've met there, locals in Wyoming, and our plan was to meet up with them and pitch our campers there and our base camp, and then we take quads from there to where we hunt. The other thing to remember, now we're not hunting on a ranch or a confined area. We're on public land. These are elk, specifically bulls, that are pressured. We don't have lodging. You decide how we're going to do this. Are we going to tent? Are we going to take a camper? Are we going to camp up on the mountain? Are we going to base camp? How are we doing this? So these are all things that take place when you're preparing for it. We ended up taking a camper up there, which was great, and bringing quads along to bring down to the base of the mountain where we're going to hike, and we go from there. We have specific area that we normally hunt. You get familiar with it. You get comfortable with it. You get all your little spots marked on your GPS, your wallows here and your high spots here that where you want to sit. Well, what happened last year when I wasn't there is this area burned off. So now we're looking at this year, where are we going to be hunting, where are the elk going to be at? And I can tell you, in my mind, I was uneasy. When I got my tag, I already envisioned where I was going to shoot my bull at.
Standing right down there.
Right away in the morning, probably not even a couple hundred yards away from where we had got on the bulls the night before, there's a bugle. Moved in on that bull. Another bull was bugling not far down, so our plan was, let's stay with them, see what they're going to do. Stay close is the key. It's hard just to keep going. If they're bugling and moving, it was a job. And then for a period of time, it was like they shut right off. We were sitting there taking a breather, getting a drink, trying to decide what to do. Next thing you know, off another bugle, and it was closed. So we moved in on that, heard a second bugle, and we'd worked hard to get real close.
This is the one to go after. I mean, he's not. There's water over here. Can you see it? I wonder if we should. He's been kind of hanging there for a bit. You see him running off there, right? We should see if this guy responds one more time. Let's just give it another minute and see if this guy answers back, because he could be coming. He sounded like a smaller bull. Might just show up unannounced.
And then we heard the bugle sounded like a hunter. And we all look at each other and for a split second turned and said, you know, that's not it. Here we can see an outline of, first you see cows go by in a spike and they come off in front of me just for a flash second, turn and go off. And then we walk up there and we see it looked like about a 5x5 standing through some brush looking at us. Not real alert, but it wasn't going to come into us. It knew something was wrong.
Well, we just had an opportunity at some bulls. Got some video of a little bit of a 5x, but we had some bigger bulls down the hill. I tried to get down into them and they moved off the next ridge before I could get down there. It's pretty thick. Would have been awesome to be there when they got there. It's pretty open down there. Got down there, was already call behind me. And I could hear one in there moving around, but it just wouldn't come out to where I could see it. So that's hunting, but we'll keep after it and see if we can get one to come in where we get a shot off. Stay tuned. We'll bring you more from the great state of Wyoming right after these messages.
Real Deal Mineral. Deer eat it gone.
Real Deal Mineral is the real deal. Other minerals on the market contain up to 70% salt. Real Deal has less than 7% salt and more of the minerals deer need to grow bigger horns. And bigger horns mean bigger trophies.
I tried Real Deal Mineral for the first time, and I saw bucks on camera I never knew I had.
Real Deal Mineral. Check out our website or a dealer near you.
At Colby Chrysler Center, we know that buying a new car is a big deal, so we do our best to make it feel right at home. Whether for work or play, a new vehicle is really an extension of you. Let us help find you the right vehicle without the gimmicks or the hassles.
Adventure can be found at Colby Chrysler with a new lineup of Jeeps ready to hit the road or the trail.
Our commitment to you doesn't end with the sale. We are here for you anytime you need us.
At Colby Chrysler, it's all about making you feel at home and ready to hit the road.
Welcome home to Colby Chrysler.
Conceptual design, quality printing, and custom applications. Pro Design's sign and printing solutions. Over 20 years of professional service and experience. Pro Designs in Medford, from original concept to finished product. Get the recognition your business deserves. Pro Designs, sign and printing solutions. Offering professionally guided, all-inclusive packages, Canada Outdoor Adventures is a U.S.-based company specializing in great hunting adventures in Alberta, British Columbia, New Zealand, and beyond. Whether you're seeking that trophy of a lifetime, planning a hunt for you or your group, or taking your son or daughter on their first adventure, let Canada Outdoor Adventures handle all the details for you. To contact a pro staff member near you, visit our website, Canada Outdoor Adventures, the adventure of a lifetime.
Hey everyone, we love to see the photos of the animals you harvest and the fish you catch here on Outdoor Bound TV. Well, this season, Petrick Service Station of Independence has teamed up with ESPM Apparel to bring you some great prizes just for submitting your photos to the show.
Simply log on to the Outdoor Bound TV website, click on the Submit Photo button, and all the instructions and contest rules are right there. All photos submitted will automatically be entered into the grand prize drawing, a Remington Model 700-270 rifle, compliments of Petrick's Service Station. Anyone selected for the show will receive an Outdoor Bound TV t-shirt, compliments of ESPM Apparel. All entries must be received by December 1st to qualify.
And remember, you can't win if you don't submit your photo. Here are this week's Outdoor Bound TV viewer photos.
So our plan for the next morning was, well, we haven't hit Bull Alley, which is our name we gave it. It's a meadow that we've seen a lot of bulls on. The trick to this is you got to drive your quad down the bottom of the mountain, park, because you can't take them off the designated trails, and now you got to hike up the mountain on the other side. The trick to that is you got to be up there by daylight. So you got to hoof it pretty hard to get there. We're up at 4:30 a.m. to get this whole thing started in the morning. So we get up to Bull Alley, and we get there and we hear them bugling. They're not bugling the Bull Alley, they're bugling another level up. So take a drink out of your backpack and here we go. Let's get up there. We don't have a lot of time. So we get to the top, we look out on another meadow, and we're at 10,000 feet now, and there's a big bull, really big bull out there, 7x7. We named him Brutus. He was just a hog. So he's out there with eight cows, and he's pushing them up the middle of this meadow. We looked at him and decided there's just no way we can get at him without him seeing us. There's no plan that we could put in place to do that. All of a sudden we heard other bugling. We looked down. Here's a small 3x3 just kind of meandering down in the bottom of the meadow. So we're looking at that bull. Didn't even see that bull very long, and out comes a decent 6x6. And I want to say another 5x5 comes out down below. So we had 4 total bulls out there in this meadow. So now the plan is, okay, which one do we go after, and then how are we going to go about doing that? So my partner sets up, I get on the top. He drops down about 100 yards to my side and starts calling. And this bull, 2 of the bulls respond and start coming down into an area that's burned, that drops off. And I'm up behind this tree on my knees, and I'm sitting there watching this. I see him go in the woods, and we thought it was over. We thought the bulls didn't respond correctly. I'm sitting there trying to figure out what do we do. Do we need to drop down to Bull Alley, see what we can come up with for another plan? All of a sudden we hear horns hit. Well, here this 5x5 just got pummeled by the 6x6, and you hear him going down clopping down the mountain, and my partner calls, and next thing you know, out pops this bull. So I'm sitting behind these 2 trees with my bow. I got my release on. I'm like, do I pull? Is he gonna pop right 10 yards out in front of me? So I slide my head just to the right side of the tree, and he's standing 25 yards looking straight at me. I see he's eager, he wants to come. He hears that cow call and he wants to come to it. So I lean back and I wait. And he busts out and goes around the other side. He knows something's not right, and he's checking it out. So he goes around, gets the wind, and off he goes. It's pretty exciting. We have 3 bulls coming in. We got a herd bull out here with some cows. No way we're gonna get that to come, so we're double back and setting it for the small bull we saw down the hill. Look down there and another big one comes in, and another one we didn't see. And Marty back called for me, cow called, set up on this tree down here. The shot all the way to my right, came up and went left. And he had me pinned behind a tree, I couldn't move. I looked on both sides, he was looking at me, bugled, nothing I could do. That was tough. Seeing a bull that close and not being able to get a shot. So after that, all those encounters that day, we made the decision, let's go back to Bull Alley and next morning let's see if we can better our opportunity for a bull. We had bull respond, we knew he was coming up, we moved into position, called. The one mistake I made in a hurry to get set up, I had the decoy in my pack. And I'm the one out there set up to shoot, and we all realized it, but it's too late, so you got to react because the bull is coming. He's coming to the call. Comes out into the meadow, and he's cutting right towards me. I'm thinking, man, beautiful. It's going to happen finally. So once again, I'm there, and I got my bow, and I'm ranging different objects to get an idea, and he just doesn't come. He knows something's up. He doesn't want to cut across that opening to get to where the call's at. So he's barking, he's saying, show yourself. Come on, cow, let me see you. And the cow's in the back of my pack. My partner does all he can to try and coax them in. They're moving around, changing calls, using an estrus cow call, doing all the right things that he can do to get that bull to come. He actually leaves, goes off the meadow, gets in the woods, and you can see him in there, and he's in the woods, and you know he pops back out again. But we just couldn't get him in. I ranged him 75 yards the last time, and I'm not going to take that shot. So once again, the opportunity is there. Just a small detail of not having the decoy in the right place, but still another awesome encounter. So we hunted the creek bed back towards the end of the day. Partner came over a little knoll, and up on top was a bull, a cow and a calf. Never heard a bugle, cow call or anything, just walked up and there they were feeding. So we made a decision, partner stepped over, he's got a cow tag, got down behind a tree, grabbed my rangefinder, what distance are we at? We knew the wind was shifty, we're checking the wind. Looked at my rangefinder, 62 yards. He's broadside, not alert. I'm thinking shot. We talked real quick amongst ourselves, thought, hey, we've been into bulls every day. It might not be the best decision. Let's hold off. It was seconds after that, the wind shifted and it was over. You know, looking back, hindsight, I could say, you know what, I should have taken that shot immediately, confident at that range. But you don't know. We had so many bulls that we've encountered. It was frustrating. You're up there, I'm going through all these things I've prepared in my mind. You're working very hard physically just to get to where they're at. To tell you what, a bull's walking across a meadow and you're going to skirt the edge of it and get ahead of them, you're kidding yourself. You're running full speed to do that with a pack on your back, your bow, and you get over there and he's gone. He's already through and you're beat. If things would have taken a couple steps the other direction, yeah, definitely could have had opportunities at every one of those bulls. It's just the wind shifts, but it's worth it. Wyoming's an amazing experience. That's actually why I love it. It's a challenge. It's just physically, mentally, you're trying to outsmart that animal, put yourself in a position where you can get that shot and make a quality shot, and it's amazingly tough.
It's unfortunate that Tad was not able to get a shot on one of those great bulls. But for any of you that have ever hunted elk with your bow, you know that everything has to come together perfectly to harvest one of these tremendous animals. But that's real life, and that's why we will keep bringing you more great hunting and fishing action from around Wisconsin, around the nation, and around the world, right here on Outdoor Bound TV.
Hey, do you want to stay up to date on the cast and crew of Outdoor Bound TV? Find them on Facebook, or you can log on to their website, outdoorbound.tv.
Outdoor Bound TV is brought to you by Real Deal Mineral. Deer, eat it, gone. Colby Chrysler Center. Welcome home to Colby Chrysler. Pro Designs. Sign and printing solutions. Canada Outdoor Adventures. The adventure of a lifetime.
Stop right back after these messages for more elk hunting. Goodbye.
What do you want?
3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Northwest. Not that you
Ready?
Okay, start over.
Okay.
Northwest. I am Tad Hohlfelder.
I'm good at stupid.
About 10 degrees north.